Good morning and good evening, wherever you are. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with the Enlightened World Network. Today, for our meditation a day, our guest meditator is Eileen Murray. Eileen comes to us from Canada, and we're so pleased to have her here. Eileen, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ruth. Good morning, everyone, or good evening, too.
Wherever you, wherever.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Eileen, if you would like to start the meditation, we are ready for you.
Okay, thank you. This morning, or wherever we are, today we're going to explore our infinite nature. And what that means is that our thoughts and our beliefs are all contained in the world mind, in the limited mind. And at the soul level, our soul is both at a personal level and a world soul, a divine that is all part of the one consciousness, the one infinite consciousness that is everywhere. And the soul has no opposite. It's pure light, it's pure consciousness. It has the qualities, only the qualities of peace and love and harmony and wisdom. And so, what we're experiencing in our personal lives and what we're seeing in the collective often is bound by the limitations of the world thought and beliefs. So, I invite you to close your eyes. And to start, what we're doing is shutting out the world mind in order to move into the purity of our soul, to the infinite nature of who we are. We have to learn to shut out the world mind. And in order to do that, we open to divine peace. That peace that is beyond understanding. And we allow that peace to be and move through our consciousness. And as we stand as that peace, any thoughts that come through our mind, we watch them move through like clouds in the sky. We pay no attention to them. We simply watch them come and we watch them go. And we breathe. And as we stand as that peace, that divine peace, we come to recognize those thoughts, the agitations, anything that crosses our mind as a limited thought or belief is a part of the conditioned mind. And we recognize it for that. And we open even more to the light of that peace. We open to the wisdom of the soul, the light of our soul. And as we open to that, we see that it is infinite. It is without boundary. It is all loving. It is knowing without a mental concept. And again, if the attention goes to trying to figure it out or goes to the mind as a mental concept, you simply stand in the awareness of that being a mental thought and allow it to pass through. And breathe. And we open to the light, to the truth of love, that unconditional love. That the qualities of the soul have no opposite. There's no duality in soul consciousness, in our infinite nature. It is spirit, and that is who we are in the truth. We are spiritual beings in form. And we open to the deeper peace and that love that is unconditional and that wisdom. And as we are one with that and as that, we stand and watch the world. We stand as that wisdom. We stand as that love. And we stand as that divine peace as it flows through our consciousness. And we open to forgiveness. And we allow that forgiveness to flow from the soul. I, as a person, may not be able to forgive. It may feel too horrendous. At the soul, it is pure, and we open and allow that to flow through us to our situation. We allow that forgiveness to flow through to the world, to the infiniteness of what is happening in the world consciousness. And if there's any resistance or doubt, we allow that love of the infinite soul to flow through to that place, to that consciousness, to the I can't. We are the transparency, the vessel through which it flows. And we allow that peace to flow through us to our personal world and then out into the collective. And it knows where to go and it knows what to do. We allow that love to move through this body and this mind, into our personal relationships, and then out to the world. We allow the one spirit of peace to be everywhere. We become the conduit through which it flows so that we can see it being everywhere. It is infinite. And if spirit is infinite peace, where can war exist? And if there's any resistance or thought that comes up against that, we allow that peace to be present to that limited thought. If spirit is infinite love, where can hatred exist? And if there is hatred as a pattern in our consciousness, we simply bring it up to stand before infinite love with no judgment. And if there is judgment, we welcome that into the greater space, so that love is present to judgment, infinite love. And we bring up joy. And allow the joy to flow through us, to be us, and to be everywhere as infinite joy. In my infinite nature, in my soul consciousness, in the spirit that I am peace. And that peace is infinite everywhere. I am divine love. And that love flows through me and is infinitely everywhere. There is nowhere where spirit is not. Spirit is the substance, the life force, the pure life force that is everywhere, that gives life to everything without opposite in the truth of who we are as our eternal, immortal nature. We are beings of light, pure light. And we can meet any obstacle, any world thought, any limited belief in the light and in the love and in the truth, in the wisdom and in forgiveness. So at the center of everything, every form is the light, is the infinite, pure light that needs to be recognized as being there. And as that light and as that peace, with any memory of the past, we can allow that light to wash through that memory. And see what is there. And as that light and as that love, we allow that to radiate through our entire body, mind. And we see it flowing out through the rest of our day to everyone and everything, seeing beyond any duality to that light that is at the essence of all that is. And if anything arises as an opposite to that, we meet it from the center of the light of who we are and see that light there. And we can address whatever is there from that centered light. And again, if any obstacle comes up, we can meet it from the light and recognize what is a world mind and what is the truth of who we are. And what is the truth of who that other is as one infinite being. There's one life that expresses itself as you, as me, as the tree, as the ocean, as the earth. And as we see, we can bring our attention into the heart of the earth as she is and see that, see her as the new creation. As that one boundless, peaceful, infinite light, that one cosmic light, pure light, pure peace and pure harmony. That is the essence of who I am. It is the essence of who you are. It is the essence of the life force of the tree, of everything. And as we stand as that light now, let us ask from the light and as the light to our awareness, what is it the light wants to show us that we need each of us to know that is relevant to our life right now, today? It may come as a word, it may come as a color or a symbol or a feeling. Receive that and bring it into your body wherever it wants to go. that symbol of that light. And let it excuse me, let it radiate through your entire being. And let it radiate out through the rest of your day. That quality of what it is. And let it be infinite. Let it radiate in infinity to be that quality everywhere. And we give thanks for what is being offered to us from the greater wisdom, from the masters that have gone before us, that are here with us in the invisible and in the visible. We call on them to be present and to continue to inform us as our true nature. And that their presence, their essence, and their qualities are everywhere present, radiating, expressing when we give attention and invite. And we give thanks for this weekend, this holy weekend in many traditions, of the truth of greater love and peace and joy in the celebration of the one infinite soul consciousness everywhere. And so it is. Thank you. And simply bring your attention to your body and open your eyes when it feels appropriate.
Eileen, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ruth.
That was so beautiful and so timely because it absolutely dovetailed with my personal meditation this morning. The exact same message stated just a little different way. In my meditation, the message was to stay at that 30,000 foot observation place, that I did not need to get embroiled in anything in the 3D that I didn't choose to. That anytime I find myself embroiled in something in the 3D, to really look and see, was that my conscious decision to do that? And if that's not my conscious decision, just back up, just be a witness participant, was the words that I had heard. And then I also heard in that same line that not every fight is my fight. That they also said just how not every line in a script is your line to say. So again, that reminder of that we're in the world, but we're not necessarily of the world.
Yeah.
To do that, stepping far away and just observe.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you talk a little bit more? You referenced the mind world. Is that the words that you used? The world mind.
Yes.
The world mind. Could you talk about that a little bit more?
Sure. Well, excuse me. In the truth, we often think that who we are is the role that we're playing, is the mother, and so on. But life comes and goes, and our roles change, and we've had beliefs that we may have one time believed but are no longer relevant. And we keep being fed through the conditioning that we've had through our tradition, through our family, through history, through the world news, that this is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be, and this is what's going to happen if you don't do that. That's the conditioned mind. And Byron Katie, I really like her statements. She has said in her work is, one of the questions is that true? Is that absolutely, do you absolutely know that's true? And who would you be without that thought? And I really like that last one, especially because it just breaks through. If I don't have that thought, what is left? If I don't have that thought, if I don't have that belief, what is left? And those thoughts are all our beliefs and all the conditions. And when we start letting them go, then what is left is our essence, is the light and that wisdom. And we're informed from the soul level rather than from the conditioned mind of what we have believed. So the world mind is all the collective thoughts and beliefs of what we've been taught. And just to watch, most thoughts are limited.
Mm-hmm.
In the unconditioned mind, we're learning to rest in the light and ask, not from the mental mind, but ask the wisdom and the love to inform and show us. And so we're learning to change our identity from the limited human conditioned thinking to our infinite spiritual nature living in this body. But we're doing it with learning how to let it go, the thoughts, but also most important is not judging ourselves, but being responsible and saying, oh, okay, I see where that's coming from. I'm choosing to let that go, and I'm opening to the light of who I am.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for that explanation. So, Eileen, the word that I was given from the light was peace. And I asked for a little more clarification, and I heard inner peace, and I asked for a little more, and they said grace. So, that grace of just being that light form.
Yes. 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 Yeah, that's beautiful, Ruth, because grace is, when we open to grace, we're putting down the burden. We're realizing we don't have to carry it. And we're allowing that infinite nature, that infinite light to show us whatever it is. And we're living with that consciousness that we're not alone of who we really are. And we're under grace to be guided and to be shown and to live and to be.
Eileen, you are such a heartfelt, spirit led teacher, and I always appreciate my conversations with you. If people want to learn more about Eileen Murray and everything that you bring into the world, your work with the Akashic Records and everything else that they could learn from you, how do they find out about you?
My website is thenewcreation.ca. And my email is there, murray50@gmail.com, and my phone number is there as well. Yeah.
And
I just like to say in the new records we're moving from the human level to the old records would be the human level to the soul, and from the new records we're living and being from the soul, letting go of the old, but also what is the soul wanting to reveal in our lives to us. So that's the new records.
And I have done that work with Eileen, and it really is life changing. So I encourage any of you that are interested at all in your life path, in your life journey, and about your soul to reach out to Eileen and see where Eileen's guidance could lead you. So, Eileen, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. Keep an eye out for all the different shows and programs that we have coming up. And if you're ever at a loss and want to do a little more digging deep with your own spiritual transformation, check us out on YouTube at Enlightened World Network. We have over 2,000 videos, all of them there to help lead you into higher vibration and greater understanding of your own soul's purpose and connection to your own spiritual divinity. So thank you. Take good care, and God bless.